We're just flying to Verhoyansk at the moment. As you can see over there, we have the Verhoyansk mountain range. The plan for this expedition at the moment is to get all the horses, do a bit of training in the minus 40, minus 50 degrees Celsius range, and yeah, get to know the culture a bit more as well. It's about 1 hour, 10 minutes to go, so super excited. We're nearly there. Let's see what minus 40 feels like. So we finally arrived in Verhoyansk after 1 hour 50 minutes. We're gonna go get our horses now, meet Sergei's brother, who is a horse herder. Let's see how it goes. So we are on the way to the horse herder's house at the moment. We're in the village of Batagai. The time is 1:17. This is a collapse in the Batagai region. So as you can see, this all used to be permafrost. The layer underneath collapsed, and you are left with this incredibly massive gap. I'm pretty much as close to the edge as you want to get without falling in yourself. If you look down, you'll see that they found remains of ancient foals, bisons. They're currently trying to clone those to see if they can bring them back. And I've heard that there's also in Yakut a mammoth that they're trying to clone, which would be amazing. But this is getting bigger every single year. So if you imagine, this is the kind of territory you ride over on horseback and it can collapse right underneath you. It's about 100 to 200 meters deep. So yeah, one of the miracles of the Verhoyansk region in Batagai. This is also known as the Pole of the Cold, the second pole of the cold in the Republic of Sakha. The temperature here has reached 67.8 degrees Celsius below zero before. Oymyakon is the other pole of the cold as well. If you ever visit, make sure you come down here and check out the Batagai collapse. So we've just arrived. We're now going to try out the first horse, see what it's like. If you just have a look, they're super fluffy this time of year to keep warm. So they live wild in minus 60 degrees temperatures in the winter. So when you get a super stubborn horse like this one, that doesn't want to run in. Basically, we're trying to get it here. We're trying to corner it down there so it has nowhere to go. And then what you do is you tie the horse up and you go for the initial inspection. But this horse hasn't been ridden for a year, so it had no clue about going in there. Probably realized what we were trying to do at some point, so he actually charged us a couple of times. So what we're going to do now is you get a really long stick, you tie a rope on it, and you try and get the horse to put his head through the rope, and then you quickly tie it up. Usually works, but I reckon with this guy, he's going to give us quite a bit of trouble to start with, so let's see what happens. So now we've called the horse. The first thing we're going to do is the initial inspection, and you start by looking at where the horse's ears are. So with the wild horses, they're always going to tell you how they feel and what they're thinking. If you see his ears come backwards, like straight back, that means he's really angry about something. If they're forwards or in the middle, then he's okay. So if you give him a nice stroke, watch his ears, see what he's doing, it's nice. And then let him know wherever you are, okay? So whenever you feel the horse, we want to feel to see if anything hurts. Keep one hand here so he knows exactly where you are. And he's okay, that's fine. And same, yeah? Apply pressure everywhere. Here. And you want to check for a point that suddenly hurts, yeah? If you press here, it's good. It's good. It's good. No? Yeah, so he's good. So all of these points are fine, nothing hurts. And then what you can do is you can walk around the horse, you can come underneath him. Yeah. Yeah, and then you do the same thing on the other side. So let him know where you are. You can do as well within here, tap his leg. He should give you his food. So, as you can imagine, in minus 60, running water doesn't exist. So this is what we're going to use for our source of water today. Break it down into small little cubes, and then it should melt by the time we've got the stove going here, give us a bit of warmth. When the sun sets, as it has outside, you feel the cold very quick. So getting some hot cup of tea inside you is the best thing. And I have a saying here that never have a Yakut without a cup of tea in his hand. So, back on. Just take you through here, we have a Yakut knife. So this knife hasn't changed shape or design in the last 1,000 years. It is the most ideal knife when it comes to hunting, skinning, breaking down ice cubes, anything to do with extremes really, this is the knife to go to. Super light handle. The metal also doesn't break at super low temperatures, so that's quite handy. And we have, obviously, as you can see, this is the mark of a Yakut knife where the metal dents in, and this side is normal. Yeah, hopefully get some tea going for us in a minute after this. And then yeah, if you have a look in here, we have all the ice collecting, and that's gonna make probably about 20 litres of water by the end of this ice block. The trick is also to start at the lower side. If you take all the top off first, you're going to end up with a very big heavy chunk at the bottom, and it's going to take forever to melt, so we cut bottom down and then make our way upwards. see, he's got these massive lumps of ice in his back that they're really, really difficult to get off. So rather than trying to clean them the normal way, but just going with the fur, what you have to do is start breaking them. Cause them a little bit of pain, but it's better, you know, to get the stuff off. And we clean both sides. As you can see, the horses, they know this procedure, so it does hurt to start with, but he knows that it's what has to be done for him to get in better health. Obviously in the winter when you're riding the horse itself, you won't get these blocks of ice because you clean it as soon as you're done riding. So all the sweat that evaporates, you clean off as soon as it comes. With the Yakut horses, you never come behind them because they have a very good ability to come and kick you from the side. So we're always side on, so that if he starts coming towards me, you stay with his head and then you move with him. Yeah, you can see he's really nice. He's really calm on approach, this guy. He wants to be shown some love. And again, anywhere where the ropes have been, it's a good place to scratch for them. These horses in the winters here is about 7 to 8 months, depending on how cold it gets. And they spend the whole time on their feet, which also means that they have to sleep standing up. It's quite amazing to see. It's just little 20-minute segments where they just stand and close their eyes. Hopefully we'll get some of that on camera. But yeah, there's something majestic about these. Whoa, you big boy.